Over the years, the evolution of retail and fast-moving consumer goods, FMCG, has been a swift one that has changed how most of us shop quite dramatically, and will continue to evolve rather quickly thanks to the pandemic situation. Without even realizing it, we've suddenly gone from relying mostly on brick-and-mortar stores to now being able to rely almost completely on the internet for our daily needs. Just think back to the time when there were only so many things we could obtain through e-commerce, like books, fashion items, or electronics. Versus right now where you can even get fresh vegetables sent right to your doorstep within the same day, sometimes within an hour, even. It's all pretty amazing, and you can chalk it down to the concepts of quick commerce and dark stores, two incredibly fast ways of doing e-commerce that have become fashionable thanks to pandemic-induced restrictions. What is quick commerce? We're all pretty familiar with the concept of e-commerce, where you can simply log on to purchase an item on any web store or online marketplace, and then wait for it to be delivered right to your doorstep. The next major step in this process is quick commerce, or Q-commerce for short, and its name will tell you everything you need to know about how it works, by speeding everything up considerably. Image. Crasia. Where consumers once accepted the limitations of logistics and technology back in the day, deliveries sometimes taking over a week to arrive, for example. Quick commerce now allows the people like you and me to obtain our purchases incredibly fast, sometimes even within hours of payment. Unsurprisingly, many will already be familiar with this trend, especially with how most of us were forced into making purchases online almost exclusively during the early days of the pandemic. At first, the fastest things that you could get delivered to your doorstep quickly was food from your favorite eateries, thanks of course to companies such as Grab and Foodpanda. But eventually, these companies also realized that it would benefit them greatly if they also offered their customers everyday essentials such as snacks, fresh groceries, and toiletries among other things. Now, this trend looks set to become a mainstream option for the masses, with companies such as Amazon and Alibaba now competing alongside smaller players in the US, China, and Europe for a slice of the pie. Over here in Southeast Asia, you have entities such as PandaMart, Grab, Happy Fresh, and a slew of new entrants hoping to capture customer loyalty when it comes to super fast deliveries on everyday essentials. Rise of the dark store. While it may sound ominous and foreboding, you should really only think of the term dark store as a concept that complements quick commerce and works to make it more efficient. Essentially, a dark store, or a dark supermarket, or a dark shop, etc., is a physical building, often a repurposed retail store or supermarket, that acts as a retail shopping center focusing purely on quick commerce and online purchases. Image. Forbes. Like a supermarket, a dark store contains plenty of stock of the things you'd usually buy, except that it doesn't allow walk-in customers, and only works as a place where delivery riders or couriers stop by to pick up your purchases en route to your delivery address. Essentially, a dark store functions very much like a typical e-commerce distribution center, except for some minor differences, such as being smaller in size, and sometimes allowing customers to do self-pickups for things that they've ordered online. Other benefits of dark stores include being able to focus on specific types of products instead of housing every single thing you can think of, allowing tighter control of perishable products such as fresh fruits and meat products, and more efficient inventory management. And considering that many dark stores used to be retail outlets or supermarkets, they could theoretically be reversed to their old states should the need arise again. Here to stay? If you've paid enough attention to today's purchasing habits, you'll probably understand that many of us have already experienced the swiftness and efficiency that Q-commerce model can provide. Already, you have the option to buy many daily essentials from companies like PandaMart and have them delivered on the same day, or even within the hour. And now, major competitors like Grab are also looking to make the model work on a much bigger scale. Just read this article on our predictions following Grab's acquisition of Jaya Grocer for a clearer picture. But whether or not the concept is here to stay is still a giant question mark. Bearing in mind that the whole Q-commerce concept became so relevant today. Thanks hugely to the pandemic, we'll have to see whether or not loosened restrictions and protocols will affect the way things are right now. Because with business hours returning to normal and more people now allowed to go shopping outside again, the main factor that might end up influencing whether or not this trend remains viable will be pricing. Despite the convenience that Q-commerce provides, using such a service can end up becoming pretty expensive in the long run. You just need to factor in delivery fees and other premium charges to see how it could be cheaper to do your shopping the traditional way. For example, delivery charges for orders on Pandamart in Malaysia typically levy a premium of RM1 to RM2, 24 United States cents to 48 United States cents, on individual orders, while the pricing of items are also typically higher than what you'd usually find in store or if you went with the option of ordering through regular e-commerce and waiting a little longer. To illustrate this further, a 1-liter carton of Marigold Peel fresh orange juice can be bought within a local supermarket at a price of RM6, 1 United States dollar and 43 cents. While the same item costs RM6.60, 1 United States dollar and 57 cents, on Pandamart. For those feeling a little cash-strapped, it might just be a better idea to get your groceries the regular way, by driving to the supermarket and filling up a trolley, rather than forking out a few extra bucks for convenience. But keeping in mind that the Q-commerce niche is still in its nascent stages, we can perhaps expect to see prices become more competitive as more players attempt to capture a share of the market, like how Shopee is now offering next-day deliveries with their Shopee supermarket platform. What have your experiences been like using Q-commerce services so far? Read more life stories. Google removes MSN Gov's gay conversion app and no, we won't miss it. Living with polluted air can make teenagers more depressed, study shows. Photographer captures quiet beauty of Manila school that closed after 109 years. Cover image sourced from TechCrunch and AgFunder News.